Thank you, Mayor Rhodes, members of council. I'm Brad Dean here today on behalf of the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce, the 56,000 employees we represent, and I suspect the more than 18 million visitors that have come to enjoy the Myrtle Beach area in the past year. Like you, like everyone here today, we are disheartened and disturbed by what has happened in recent weeks. It's imperative, of course, and I'm sure you agree with me, I'm stating the obvious, that we make sure they have the resources necessary to do their jobs. Secondly, we are prepared to support whatever actions you come forth with today. I suspect that they might be burdensome or annoying to some, but there is nothing more important right now than making sure that our visitors, our residents, and our businesses are safe and secure. So we are prepared not only to support your recommendations, but to help you communicate those and implement those as best we can. We are very encouraged that Chairman Lazarus, Governor McMaster, and others, Sheriff Thompson, have stepped up and offered their help. And much like we saw during the Bike Week task force meetings 3 years ago, this is an all-hands-on-deck issue. And so we are encouraged that they are partnering with you, and we're hopeful that from that will come the kinds of solutions that have led to some noticeable improvement during Memorial Day weekend in recent years. I've been asked countless times in the last couple of days what we're doing to repair the image of our community and our tourism destination, and frankly, we're doing all we can, but it's like fighting a forest fire with a garden hose. No amount of paid advertising will overcome the amount of publicity we've received in the last couple of days. So we fully expect, when you've announced your plan of action, that we will make certain that that message is carried to those who come to our community. Not only those who simply want to know if they'll be safe and secure, but like we did during the Bike Fest, to target that message to those people who might be coming here with the intent of not following our laws and respecting our community. Now, I know this is not agreeable to everyone, and some have asked, why are we even advertising right now? And it's a simple answer. We've committed to you, we'll do that. The businesses need us to do that. There are 83,000 people in our community that are dependent upon tourism. And frankly, I'll be damned if I'm going to let a bunch of criminals keep us from doing the job that we've all committed to do. And I hope you'll join me in that resolve. We can't let this criminal behavior wreak havoc in our community. It's certainly not right, it's not lawful, and it's not acceptable. And so we're going to support you and do whatever we can to carry that message loud and clear to the people that need to hear that. Perhaps the most important thing that I need to be here to you to say is this. We realize that the summer season is upon us, and there may be limited things you can do, although we encourage you to do everything within your power. But as Chairman Lazarus mentioned, this is not a problem that started in Myrtle Beach. But when it comes to our community, we have to own it. We have to step up and be responsible and resolve that. And I know that's what you're about to do. But there's a longer-term issue here. We have grown in the last 5 years from just a little over 14 million visitors to 18.5 million visitors last year. And as we've shared with each of you, our goal is to get to 20 million visitors. Of course, as you know better than I do, our police force has not grown in that level. Like we did 2014, when there was an apparent need for a law enforcement plan, and we didn't have the resources to do that, we promised you then that we would provide those resources. We will work with our state delegation and Governor McMaster to make certain that we find you the resources to put enough law enforcement on the street so that we can not only address and respond to the crimes that we're seeing, but hopefully prevent future situations like that. You can't do that by yourselves. We can't do that by ourselves. But together with our legislative delegation and Governor McMaster, we will direct the money you need. As much as we find advertising to be a very important investment, I can message safety a lot easier than I can message mayhem. And there is no better investment that any of us can make in our community than the safety and security of our residents, our businesses, and our visitors. You have our pledge of support to help you fund and implement the plan that you come up with.